imparting knowledge, but about shaping a better society. With growing social inequalities, environmental crisis, and cultural conflicts, the role of education in rebuilding the society becomes more crucial than ever. This is where the social reconstructionist curriculum comes into focus. The social reconstructionist curriculum is an approach that views education as a powerful tool for bringing about social change. It aims to address social injustice and promote values like democracy, equity, and peace, and sustainability by involving learners in real world problems. Like that, in my presentation, I will explore the key principles of this curriculum approach, its philosophical foundations, major proponents like George Camus and Paulo Freire, and the father of social reconstructionist curriculum, Theodore Roosevelt. This is and the practical implications in today's classroom. I will also reflect on how this approach challenges future educators and think critically in analyzing and think reasoning and act responsibly in our profession. That like a thought-provoking quote as Paulo Freire once said, education does not change the world, education changes people. People changes the world. This thought beautifully captures the essence of the social reconstructionist curriculum. Let's start the presentation. The social reconstructionist curriculum is an educational theory that emphasizes the role of education in reforming and reconstructing society. It advocates that educational systems should actively engage students' understanding and to addressing societal issues such as inequality, injustice, poverty, and the environmental degradation. The core belief of this theory is that education is a tool for social change, and that the curriculum should be designed to encourage students to critically analyze and challenge the existing social structures, preparing them to participate in transforming society. That means it's the philosophy or belief system in education which guides how teaching and learning should happen. It believes that education is not just for job or degrees, but to improve society, to make it more fair, just and equal. This theory says schools should involve students in real social problems like poverty, inequality, injustice, and environmental degradation. Not just teach them from textbooks at the heart of this theory. That is the philosophy of metaphysics, then epistemology, then axiology. Idea that education can change society. It can fix what is wrong and build a better future. The school curriculum must help students to think deeply, ask questions, and challenge unfair systems, so they can become active citizens who help bring positive changes in society. The key principles and theories behind social reconstructionist curriculum. Firstly, the social reconstruction curriculum had Theodore Roosevelt. As social reconstructionist curriculum, Theodore Roosevelt. According to Theodore Roosevelt, reconstructionism is a philosophy that emphasizes the need for education to address cultural and social crises and reconstruct a better society. Then the key philosophers and social theories of social reconstruction curriculum, George Camus. According to George Camus, education should be used as powerful instrument to bring about social change and reconstructing society. Then the important and very important promoting social change. The power play education is a practice of freedom, enabling students to critically questions and transfer their work. Power play emphasizes that education should help students become conscious of oppression and actively work to eliminate injustice through dialogue, reflection, and action. Now, there are key features. What are the key features of social reconstructionist curriculum? One is holistic education. The social reconstructionist curriculum important features is holistic education. What is holistic education? Holistic education, the focus on developing the whole child, addressing their intellectual, emotional, social, and ethical development. The curriculum aims to foster not just academic skills but also social and moral values. For example, character education and value-based teaching can be integrated into every subject, ensuring that students are not just learning text but also developing empathy and ethical judgment. The next and very important characteristic features of social reconstructionist curriculum, that is inclusive education. What is inclusive education? Inclusive education, the curriculum promotes the inclusivity by ensuring that all students, regardless of their social, economic, or cultural backgrounds, have access to equal opportunities for learning and growth. The aim is to provide and equitable educational experiences. For example, addressing issues such as caste discrimination, gender bias, and disability inclusion with the equal and access of opportunity for learning and growth. Within the curriculum and help raise the awareness and reduce the discrimination. Then the next and very important principles of social reconstructionist curriculum, that is emphasis on action. Then emphasis on actions. Emphasis on actions means social reconstructionists believe that in education that moves beyond the classroom into action, students are encouraged to take practical steps, address social issues in their communities. For example, students might work on projects related to sustainable development, such as starting community gardens or raising awareness about waste management. Then on the next features of social reconstructionist curriculum, that is democratic ideas. Democratic ideas means the curriculum is designed to promote values and the development of responsible, engaged citizens and who are aware of their social rights and obligations. The emphasis is on social justice, equality, and democracy. For example, activities that promote debate, dialogue, and collaboration among students from diverse backgrounds foster democratic participation. The social constructivism are main emphasis on the pedagogical approach, then curriculum, objectives, holistic education, then also inclusive education. What are the core principles of social reconstructionist curriculum? What are the main principles? That is, first one is critical thinking and analyzing, reasoning, emphasis on action, and the social issues and justice. Then democratic participation and citizenship. Then very important and significant, the main principles of social reconstructionist curriculum, that is interdisciplinary approach. Then important and very important, empowering students to act. critical thinking helping them understand how societal structures affect various groups. For example, gender equality and climate change. Education can be integrated into students to encourage students to critically analyze and contribute to solving these issues. Then the very important and significant principles of social reconstructionist curriculum, that is critical thinking and analysis and reflection. That means students are encouraged to critically examine societal structures and power. Relations to aim is to foster a generation that does not just about the states and that questions, reflects and engages in efforts to reform society. For example, a history class may not just teach historical events but also ask students to think about how power structures shape those events and their impact on marginalized groups. Then the next जो our social reconstruction curriculum teachers होता है बड़ी से teachers का मन का है active में हमारा मन का ये एक्शन हो गया तो social reconstruction curriculum emphasis on action oriented, then critical thinking, then period transforming focused, then ideology issue based content, then values of justice and peace, then emphasis on real experiences. So in social reconstruction we emphasis on the real world problems, how to overcome the issues, the social reconstructionist curriculum. Overcome कौन लिखा? overcome उसी हमें कैसे social reconstruction जो होती है से critical thinking, action oriented, action oriented critical thinking ହେଲା ତାସହିତ inclusive education ଆଉ holistic education এই যে ଯାହା ବି ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛେ pedagogical approach ଏଇଟା ସବୁ ଯାହା ବି ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛେ social reconstruction curriculum ରେ ଏଇଟା ଆମେ କେମିତି overcome କରିବା, how to overcome the social issues, the social reconstruction curriculum କେମିତି ଆମେ ତାକୁ overcome କରିବା ଦେଖିଲେ issue ଦେଖିଲେ ତାପରେ କ'ଣ ଦେଖିଲେ teachers ପ୍ରଥମେ ଦେଖିବା how to overcome the challenges of social reconstructionist curriculum. Overcoming the challenges of social reconstructionist curriculum requires a multifaceted approach that involves educators, policymakers, communities, and learners. Below are main important key challenges and ways to overcome them. The one and very important significant challenges of resistance to change, then lack of teacher preparedness, then curriculum rigidity, then political and cultural opposition, then lack of resources, then evaluation challenges, then fragmented implementation. So, what is resistance to change? Challenge the traditional education system often resists to transformative goals of social reconstruction. The main important significant the traditional class. आगो कौन होते traditional classroom में गुरुत्व दिया होता है. वर्तमान में हम कौन बात होती है ना बिना मतलब को ऐसा से दिया होती है practical knowledge गुरुत्व दिया होता है. तो यही आगो social reconstruction में curriculum में भी society में भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. केमती समाज है पूर्व में जहाँ दिला से क्या केमती modify करेगी बोलो से society को समाज इम्पोर्टेंट करेगी. तो first challenge जो solution to provide orientation and training to educators about importance and methodology of the reconstructionist approach. That the important and the solution start with pilot program and gradually scale up. So solutions use evidence-based success stories to build trust. That's the main solution. One is the next is lack of teacher preparedness. What are the challenges of teacher preparedness? The main challenges of teacher preparedness is to may lack of knowledge, skills or attitudes to handle Then controversial socialism. What are the main solutions? The teacher preparedness. The solution is include the critical thinking. हम कहीं बार जो भारत में देखा critical pedagogy के concept है, कहीं से critical pedagogy के concept है. तो पूर्व जो traditional system टा चली थी, से केमता change करी कि critically भाग में पिला analyze करी को, ताकि तेरे reasoning create हो, practical oriented हो, not theory based, not rote learning. The main emphasis of teacher preparedness is include critical pedagogy.
critical pedagogy কথা बोल रहे हो
सर क्रिटिकल पेडागोजी होची हमरो भारत रे जो कांसेप्ट है क्रिटिकल पेडागोजी काहे
क्लासरूम सिचुएशन में कोन के एक्टिविटी करले क्लास क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग
सा केन हो धरिनो हम टीचर हमें क्लास में बाबू विषय पढ़ा पे जाऊ तो हमु पिला मानकु एमिति क्वेश्चन पचारिबी जे पिला माने कहिबे आजी सर आज आपण बाबू विषय पढ़े तो एमिति थॉट प्रोवोकिंग क्वेश्चन पचारिबी पिला माने चिंता करे कोन हेला तापर समान जेमि कि साचे को पचारिबी पिला माने हम देश केते स्वाधीन पिला माने कहिबे 1947 से हम देश स्वाधीन होइतला तो हम देश स्वाधीन होइतला हम कोई मान शासन करले समझ कोई इंग्लिश मान शासन करले तो इंग्लिश मान शासन कोई आपण तापर हम के मान शासन करले तापर कोई मुगल शासन करले मुगल मान शासन करले तापर हम के मान शासन करले दिल्ली सुल्तान शासन करले पर ठीक अछि कहले कि दिल्ली सुल्तान शासन शेष माने लास्ट राजा के थे इब्राहिम अच्छा इब्राहिम के विषय कोन जान कहले कि इब्राहिम नदी के काहे भारत को आस्ते ताके मन क्वेश्चन आसे इब्राहिम नदी आसे इब्राहिम नदी बाबू से युद्ध करते तारे प्रथमे जो बाबू और इब्राहिम नदी युद्ध हिला ता सेही ना छाड़ देबी मन क्रिटिकल भाव चिंता करिबे जे तुम चिंता करो कोन कि पढिबा मन मु जाको कहि एमति मन आदि को पढिबा हैला तो समाने कहि सारा के मोगल साम्राज्य विषय में पढिबा ठीक अछि बाबू हम मोगल साम्राज्य विषय पढिबा चलो आज बाबू विषय पढिबा क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग से कहले पिला क्रिटिकल भाव एनालाइज एंड रीजनिंग सब छाड़ी दियो समाने प्राप्ति क्रिटिकली हम चिंता करिबे समाने कहिबे हमें एज टीचर हमें कहबा जे हमें होची एटा आज पढिबा समाने पिला माने कहिबे आपण माने पिला को एमती क्रिटिकल सिचुएशन को देबे जे समाने कहबा कि एटा पढिबा
केमि जानिले
हमें से क्वेश्चन को पचारे मुझे किछि क्वेश्चन पचारे
each and everybody has some experience. मैंने कहा कि डायरेक्ट बिल्कुल देखना है हमारा कौन बोलेगा नॉर्मली देखना तेनो बगा है रियल टाइम पर टीवी देखना हमारा एक्सपीरियंस होता है ताको कौन बोलेगा तापर लर्निंग सहित इंडियन चले चला तापरे हमारा चले
that the solution is offer continuous facilitate rather than improve it. The next challenges is curriculum rigidity. The challenges national or state curriculum are often fixed and exam oriented, leaving little room for critical thinking and discussion. What are the solutions? The solution is one is very important and integrate reconstructionist links within existing subjects. Then हम देखिए advocate for curriculum reform to improve civic education, environmental studies, and ethics. Then the solution is use project-based learning and the community-based assignments. The main principles, the main challenges, that is political and cultural opposition. What are the challenges? The challenges is addressing social inequality and controversial issues may attract political or ideological backlash. The solution is frame issues in terms of universal values like injustice, equality, and democracy. The main solution is involve community leaders and parents to foster understanding. Then the solution is maintain a balanced, non-factory-some stance to content delivery. So social reconstruction challenges is that one is the lack of resources challenges. What are the challenges? The challenges is implementation needs materials, training, and time which are often limited. Then what are the solutions? The solution is that use low-cost teaching aids and digital resources. Then next solution is partner with NGOs, local communities, and educational thinkers. Then that is the solution promotes student-led initiatives and service planning project. So important features, challenges, one is that next is evaluation challenges. What is evaluation challenges? The traditional evaluation methods may not effectively critically thinking and social awareness. This the solution is one is use formative assessments during the teaching learning process and portfolio and the reflective journals and the develop rubrics for evaluating civic responsibility, problem solving and collaboration. Next solution is encourage self-assessment and peer assessment. This is the solution of evaluation challenges of social reconstructionist curriculum. That one is very important, the fragmented implementation. What are the challenges? The fragmented implementation is the inconsistent application across schools and regions witness impact. The solution is create a national framework of social reconstructionist education and the share best practices and success models among institutions. Then the next solution is encourage collaborative networks of schools and educators. Okay, the social reconstructionist curriculum. One is social reconstruction curriculum का कौन? से social reconstruction curriculum को हम प्रथम देखिबा देखिले जे ताको फाउंडर किए ताको फाउंडर होती थियोडर ब्रेमेट और हमर दिले जॉर्ज काउंस आ पाउलो ब्रेमेट এই তিন জন হচ্ছে মেন theoretical and basic philosophers of the social reconstructionist curriculum. The father is Theodor Bremen.
ini yang लिखित जोना
ताको से किछ कोई
ini তিনটা পয়েন্ট को
टिकट कोई
মানে সোশ্যাল রিকনস্ট্রাকশন जो থিওরি আছে
আଜ୍ଞା স্যার
তিনটা পয়েন্ট থিওরি
ওকে প্রথমে ମୁଁ କହୁଛି থিওডর যদি আমরা বলে থিওডর ব্রেমেন এটা মনে করুন এটা পরিষ্কার করছেন এই যে ফাদার হু ইজ দ্য ফাদার অফ সোশ্যাল রিকনস্ট্রাকশন কারিকুলাম দ্যাট ইজ থিওডর ব্রেমেন আর এই টপিকটা এসএসসি পিজিটি ওপিএসসি পিজিটি সবরে আছে মানে ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট সিগনিফিকেন্ট আমি এটা পড়ছি আলো ব্রেনে ক্রিটিক্যাল পেডাগজি पर আছে তো প্রথম দেখে আসুন প্রপোনেন্ট जो মেনে থিওডর ব্রেমেন সে থিওডর ব্রেমেন তার একটা বুক লিখিଥିଲେ সে বুকর নাম প্যাটার্নস অফ এডুকেশনাল ফিলোসফি সেই প্যাটার্নস অফ এডুকেশনাল ফিলোসফি সে ক্রিটিক্যালি অ্যানালাইজ করଥିଲେ যে কেমিতি সোশ্যাল রিকনস্ট্রাকশনিস্ট কারিকুলাম রে সে जो ব্রেমেন কোন কৰিଥିଲେ না সে তাଙ୍କର কেমিতি ক্রিটিক্যালি ভাবে অ্যানালাইজ কৰিবে রিজনিং চিন্তা কৰিবে এবং তাଙ୍କ ভিতরে जो ट्रेडिशनल जो क्लासरूम ता देखिबा ट्रेडिशनल क्लासरूम में केमिति पिला को पढा होतला आ वर्तमान केमिति पिला को पढा है पिला को पढे पिला माने केमिति निजे क्रिटिकल एनालाइज करिवे निजे थॉट प्रोवोकिंग चिंता करिवे हला रीजनिंग क्रिएट करिवे क्रिटिकल एनालाइज करिवे तो जे जो हमो जो मेन उद्देश्य होची जॉर्ज काउंस होची थियोडर ब्रेमेन होची और एमन एमिति फिलोसफर समान सब चाहुले ट्रेडिशनल को पद करिवे ट्रेडिशनल को रखिबे नाही सब हम लेक्चर में तो रखिबे नाही समान लेक्चर में पिला पढे पिला माने एंगेज करना क्लास में पिला माने केमति समान ताकर ओके पावर प्ले आउ के बुक रे सब को जु आउ के बुक लिखले टुवर्ड्स ए रिकंस्ट्रक्टेड फिलोसफी ऑफ एजुकेशन में सब नेट पढे आउ होची एम्स एंड मीन्स ऑफ एजुकेशन आउ होची फिलोसफी ऑफ एजुकेशन इन कल्चरल पर्सपेक्टिव देन हम देखिबा जॉर्ज काउंस ए जो जॉर्ज काउंस थिले से होची जने एमिति फिलोसफर रिकंस्ट्रक्शनिस्ट कोन पे चिंता करले आउ ताको हम जदी कहबा एटा परीक्षा पढितले क्वेश्चनटा क्रिटिकल सिटीजनशिप ऊपर के एम्फासिस देथिले क्रिटिकल सिटीजनशिप ए क्रिटिकल सिटीजनशिप ऊपर एम्फासिस देथिले जॉर्ज काउंस नेट पढितले क्वेश्चनटा तापर हम देखा फेमस स्पीच से फेमस स्पीच देथिले से स्पीच द्वारा समाज से चाहुले जेमति केमति सोशल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन करिकुलम केमति डेवलप करिवे तो से स्पीचटा थिला डेयर द स्कूल बिल्ड ए न्यू सोशल ऑर्डर ए पढितले परीक्षा डेयर द स्कूल बिल्ड ए न्यू सोशल ऑर्डर ए स्पीचटा से देखला हम देखिबे तापर हम देखिबा पावर प्ले ये पावर प्ले से क्रिटिकल पेडागजी ऊपर कॉन्सेप्ट देथिले आ से जो ब्राजिलियन फिलोसोफर थिले से चाहुले कोन ना केमति टीचिंग एज ए बैंकिंग मॉडल ऑफ सिस्टम टीचिंग एज ए बैंकिंग मॉडल सिस्टम आपन माने जाउथि बैंक कोन बाय जाउथि पैसा के बाय जाउथि पैसा सेविंग करिके फ्यूचर दरकार हो तो से चाहुले पावर प्ले चाहुले टीचिंग एज ए बैंकिंग मॉडल ऑफ सिस्टम कोन ना टीचिंग एज ए बैंकिंग मॉडल सिस्टम माने पिला जे आपन माने चाहुले बैंक को पैसा रखे पाई पैसा रखी के
ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରିଛି କାହିଁକି ବହୁତ ବଢ଼ିଆ ଲିପ୍ଟ ଯାଇକିନା କରାହେଇଛି ଏପରି ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ଆଜି